Mr. Terrace After Hours himself, Brett Rubin.
What's up, guys?
Coming from
Summerlin.
this ain't something for we so
We-
so.
we,
Oh, I thought you meant me.
we all live in the Soul Supplement studio. Brett was a bit of a, not a surprise, but a last minute confirmation. That's why I didn't promote it. But because he was able to confirm, I went ahead and decided to go live. Before we get into Brett real quick, I'm going to get some business out of the way.
Get into me.
Tonight, matter of fact, I forgot about the toast. So,
Oh, shit.
here we go.
We're drinking Roy's Pea.
Wow. All right, listen, y'all need to stop with the get into Brett, drinking Roy's pee. Yeah,
That's the first I heard that one.
Yamas.
Ooh, some nice tea.
Just like that, the wheels come off.
Monkey business.
Oh man, that's really good. I don't like it when it's too limited. That's good.
Yeah, it is.
That's what's up. Got some connections to Georgia somewhere. I tell you that much.
Just a little bit.
That's right.
Just a little bit.
Best
So,
state union.
tonight, Tuesday night, got Funk and Soul, Aaron Black Irish.
There we do.
Damn. It's down at DCR. I don't remember the times, but
You know where it's at, people.
grown folk. I mean, tomorrow there is Commonwealth Club Soda, and that's with Marco Ferrone and the T3 boys.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
that beat Oscar Molina, Lance LaRock, and Rob Fernandez, and yeah, that's gonna be good. I'm gonna try to get
I
down
might have to
there.
go down for that one. A little bit.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Just
cool.
for Lance alone. He cracks
Lance
me
is the
up.
man.
He cracks me up.
That's a cool dude. But coming up, same place, Commonwealth for Club Soda. We got Doc Martin, my man Edgar Reyes. Doc is gonna do a 3-hour set, so it's just gonna be them two all night. And
Don't
on
need anybody
top of
else.
that, I'm gonna be giving away 3 tickets to that
I think
to that event.
we're going to be giving away.
I already got them.
Better give them away because you won't use them either way.
No, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
All right, be me there, folks, and we'll laugh at him when he's not. We will.
And you got some dates coming up, right?
June 7th, I will be in Knoxville playing with my man Kevin Noel. And then we got some other dates scattered in between there, but we're going to be ending up in Atlanta. Still working out the deets on that, but I'll be playing with Jay Litho and some true house motherfuckers that'll keep it real, keep 100. We call it the Chitlin Circuit. Be the first time I ever played my own hometown. Excited about the whole deal. It's going to be good. It's going to be real fun. I'm excited about it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Now to backtrack a little bit, this weekend, Memorial Day weekend, we get into the man in the middle here. First off, Brett Rubin. Now, from what I understand, got some little notes here, trying to get professional now.
Oh, shit.
You just recently, I want to say sometime this month, celebrated 20 years of DJing.
I did, about 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
May 1999, I threw my first rave in Tucson, Arizona. It was a big warehouse party, about 1,500 people. Lost a few grand, but learned valuable lessons. And a few days after I bought my first
way to learn.
Yeah, right.
Might as well learn that one first.
Exactly.
It's going to be prevalent.
I bought some turntables and a couple crates of records, and that was 20 years ago, and the rest is history. So Mother's Day Eve, I celebrated at Terrace. I did an open to close set. It was also a good excuse to save money because Mother's Day is not,
Smart.
the biggest day for us. So it all worked out well. We had a good turnout, and it was a lot of fun.
Born and raised in Chicago.
Yes, sir.
And
Should have brought some food then.
and if I'm correct, you started out playing hip hop for about a week.
Not totally correct. That is not exactly correct.
He said about a
The
week.
turntables I bought came with some crates of hip hop, but I never really dove into it. I was never a hip hop kid, so I was quickly digging through the local Tucson record store for records, and then whenever I'd go home to Chicago to gramophone, things like that. And in the late 90s, when I lived in Europe, I would travel around and go to record stores all over London and Italy and France and Germany and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, the hip hop records were sold almost immediately. I think I learned how to put the needle on the record with maybe a hip hop record, but that was maybe the
Don't be
extent.
scared of hip hop records. Don't be scared of them.
on the record. So you've been in Vegas, what, like 8 years or something?
No, it's been about 13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay.
You getting there?
Yeah, I'm
right.
up there.
And how long has Terrace been going on?
Terrace just celebrated our
2 years?
two-year anniversary. Technically, we did a New Year's party 4 or 5 months prior to the official launch of Terrace as a brand.
Gotcha.
Up there, which kind of solidified the deal for everything moving forward after that. But yeah, officially Terrace as a brand has been just over 2 years now. It was like 2 years in March.
So what was it like? New Year's was like your audition?
Actually, the beginning of December, I filled an event with Anthony Atala that was supposed to be at After, and one of their venues had fallen through, and so a friend of mine had just taken over at marketing at Hustler, and I'd always had my eyes on the rooftop, and I said, hey, can we do this event? It was super last minute. Went off great, and then
Anthony's a beast.
Anthony is a beast.
Whoa.
And then they had, he's coming back September 21st. We're in the process of confirming.
Nice.
But we had about a week to fill it, and we did it, and afterwards, their New Year's event was kind of falling through, and they came and said, hey, well, you guys want to do New Year's? I said, sure. And then the rest is history.
Now, although you may have known the guy that started managing there, I mean, besides the whole 20-year DJing, you aren't new to playing clubs and playing with headliners and the like. You've held down a gang of residencies.
Absolutely.
Just here alone.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, I still have one right now. Besides Terrace, I have one permanent residency, which is at the Wynn. For most things, house and underground and things like that. Obviously, I'm not in there opening for David Guetta and guys like that. But this Sunday, I'm playing with Disclosure at Encore Beach. I'll do open and close for them. Monday, there's a Rumors party, which is Guy Gerber's brand. So I'll be doing direct support for Damian Lazarus and Guy Gerber on Monday of Memorial Weekend. Little plug, you can check out my Facebook pages for the guest list opportunities for those shows. Always take care of my friends. But yeah, so I've been pretty active over there with the 2 years of Art of the Wild. A lot of shows over there. Last week I did a show at On the Record for EDC Week with Claude Von Stroke. So yeah, a lot of those that kind of pop up throughout town and around town that I tend to get involved with.
Nice. I still been meaning to check out On the Record.
You know, it's a cool little spot.
Yeah.
I like it, yeah. They got a nice little outside area where the DJ's in like a bus, like almost like a London kind of bus, double-decker looking bus. And then on the inside, it was actually pretty cool. I played in the front of a Rolls Royce.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's kind of like the extended hood in front of the booth with the with everything, and everyone's in front of there.
Got that win money.
That's at the Park MGM.
Got that MGM money.
You got that MGM money. That's right.
Speaking of Park MGM, big ups to Eddie McDonald for bringing out Masters at Work this weekend. That was really cool.
I missed it too. I had a tough schedule.
And big ups to this dude for bringing out DJ Dan.
Yeah.
You know. So speaking of who you've been bringing out, we got some stuff. I mentioned Memorial Day weekend coming up this weekend. You got to lay it down.
We didn't mention Sunday, so we're doing a special one-off on Sunday as well for Memorial Day weekend. The DJ Club Takeover, so just Marshall and Jeremy Espinoza. And we brought in Donald Glaude to headline the night. And then Raphael will be closing it out for his birthday in the morning, little sunrise session. Should be a good one. We did Memorial Weekend last year as well, and it worked out pretty nice. So.
Nice.
Right now we're still doing one night a week, but on these special weekends, we try to fire it up another night or two.
Yeah. And we'll be kicking off Memorial Day weekend with Sydney Blue and myself. And
who's that playing?
On Saturday?
Blue?
That's this guy.
Y'all don't
Well, was I not smiling? Was you couldn't see me?
Y'all don't want small.
Yeah, I really liked it. When you played last year, I definitely really enjoyed your set, and I've been wanting to get you back. So
who was that?
Glad we made it work.
Oh, Ron Carroll. Yeah,
that was Ron Carroll,
yeah, that was fun.
About that. I completely forgot about that.
We'll be bringing Ron back out.
Where was I at?
Row, Shaggy.
I was not there. I don't know. I had to be out of town. There's no way I'd have missed you playing.
Quite possibly.
I mean, there's no way. There's no way I missed that. I mean, listen, I'm joking around saying you don't want to see it. I don't want to see many motherfuckers other than this guy.
Well, I mean, it's always a fun time. Brett lays it down. Steve, Mr. Makepeace, he kills it.
Fucking Malacca is what he is.
From the DJ and the percussive side of things, and Sydney Blue is a beast. So I'm really looking forward to that because that's gonna be fun. I like that kind of.
That'll be a good one. And people tend to come out of the woodwork on Memorial Weekend, holiday weekends like that. So we'll be good.
Oh yeah, there will be lots of fun to be had. Really looking forward to it. So what do you have coming up for the summer?
Oh, wow. Well, terrace-wise, obviously we're going to be open every Saturday with some special events, 4th of July, Halloween, things like that. Labor Day weekend, we'll do extra nights. But yeah, every Saturday at Terrace. Headliner-wise, we got some cool ones coming up. A couple that are confirmed that I could talk about. Ghetto Blaster, June 29th. Those guys have been crushing it. They've got huge releases out right now on Dirty Bird with DJ Pierre's label. Solomon just dropped one of their tunes last week in Europe.
Yeah, they're killing the game right
Super
now.
crushing it. They're going to be fun. I think the crowd's really, really going to like what they have in store. Proc and Fitch, a favorite from year one that I had, coming back July 20th. Bunch more in the works that I'll be announcing shortly.
Nice.
Anthony Atala, like I said, coming back in September. Trying to work in some good bookings with the addition of locals and stuff like that, and friends from out of town and California market and things like that.
Well, if only you knew a traveling DJ that, I don't know, plays Smart Bar with Heather and all these people that could really jack the shit out of it. That'll be home in August. I don't know. What, motherfucker?
You want to negotiate your fee now, too?
Nothing shameless about that
Non-negotiable.
plug. Nothing shameless about that plug.
Listen, hey, we said squeaky wheel, didn't we? We made a pact.
Yeah, this is true.
Aside from Terrace, I've got, let's see, heading out to Chicago at the end of the month, playing Electric Hotel on the 29th, Underground on the 30th, heading out to Grand Rapids with actually the Ghetto Blaster Boys on June 3rd. I'll be playing out there.
You be there for West Fest?
No. I'll be back here on the 4th, coming to see Doc on the 5th. Got a Europe trip coming up in August, Barcelona, El Ro, Ministry Sound in London, Heart in Ibiza.
Nice.
Really looking forward to those.
Oh, yeah.
Pitch a Tent Festival, 3rd week in June. That's in northern Arizona. That's a really cool one. 10-year anniversary.
That one's up in Flagstaff.
It's in Flagstaff, 10-year anniversary of that one. It's a nice, small boutique festival.
Matter of fact, last year that was
Is that a different
it was the
Pitch a Tent?
same day I was playing with Mark in in town.
That's a different Pitch a Tent.
Well, actually, there are different ones. Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah. Well, because we did one in Colorado, in Pagosa Springs.
Yeah, this would be different.
Which was the first time we decided to play as a duo from time to time. But yeah, that's a rough name, though. Pitch a Tent.
Pitch a Tent.
I call it Club Boner. But then again, I just think like that. So don't pay attention to me. These aren't jokes. These are observations.
I don't care if this is your studio. I still can't take you nowhere.
That's what this motherfucker take me to my house.
But and so what else you got did you finish that Europe?
The Europe tour is 4 shows as of right now. El Ro in Barcelona, another show in Barcelona called Boohoo, Heart in Ibiza, and then the Ministry of Sound London, which I'm looking forward to a lot. Never played there.
Cool. It's good shit.
I love that name, Boohoo. I don't know why. I just love that.
That one's cool. It's like
I love Barcelona
like
too.
Upscale, deep kind of playa vibes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of high-end kind of party. Whereas the El Ro party the next week will be the total opposite of that and like completely wild and total shit
I
show.
love Barcelona.
Which you also do every year as well.
I've done 2 of the El Ros
Burning Man.
here. Oh, Burning Man.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I've done that for.
You said playa, just kind of triggered.
Yes, I've done Burning Man for 12 years in a row. However, this year I am super excited to skip a year or more. And that's when the Europe trip's about going to happen.
Gotcha.
So I'll avoid the FOMO by having a really nice 2-3 week trip in Europe. When I come back, I'll be like, you know what, you guys have fun.
Burning Man's like
Dust.
tattoos for me.
No,
Yeah.
like that.
I don't have any, so it's like I've never been, so it's like I'm a rebel. Try to do my own thing. One day I'll go. Maybe.
It's
Maybe, I don't know.
it's one of those experiences I think everyone should, not everyone, but the people who get it should see and experience and enjoy for themselves. But for me, it's kind of it's been a really positive thing for my career and for my life, my lifestyle. I've made lifelong friends, business connections, musical inspiration, all kinds of cool things have come from it. But for me, it's changed a lot. It's not quite what it used to be, and I'm ready for a year off. Maybe I'll get more excited about it.
Everything cool happens that way.
Yeah.
I mean, more people come to it, and it's a certain feel when it's at the grassroots. Then more people, which is it can't be mad at, I guess. It's fine.
Now you got the phones and the Instagram thing, and It's just a different dynamic than it was when I first started going. It was super raw. I remember one of the burns, we were sitting around in the front. I mean, now everything's so regulated and kind of controlled, but like we were sitting in the front row and they had this giant oil derrick. It was like this 70-foot wooden, 100-foot wooden oil derrick that you can go up all week and look out. And on the last night, they blew it up with like 500 gallons of gasoline. And this shit like pushed us back. I mean, this like almost singed our faces off.
They put the kibosh on that shit, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
Whoever's underwriting
now
the
they have
insurance,
like fireworks and like a little burn, you know.
So who was it underwriting that insurance said, nah, y'all ain't having no more old derricks.
But even then, it was already regulated compared to how it was, 20 years ago, where they're doing drive-by shootings out of the car at like they had a shooting range where you drove like an old beat-up car and you could like a drive-by out the window.
Yo, that's
it was
crazy.
just totally normal. I've watched videos of Burning Man from like the 90s that just gave me anxiety to watch.
Dude, that'd get my PTSD acting up a little.
Super wild.
I'd be going there. Had to be flashbacks.
And I'm thinking in my head, listening, I'm like, oh, I'm home.
Perfect. Welcome home.
Yeah, man. I had a buddy that did a book. He did. It was a pretty interesting deal where he juxtaposed people's life, what they did away from Burning Man. You see the picture there, lawyered up.
Oh yeah, suit and tie every day.
The next picture there, like they washed their nasty asses for like a week. They're hippied out, and it was pretty interesting. That when you just see the contrast between the two, to see a cross section of everybody, the society that was. Okay, I'm doing this. I'm so, and all of a sudden I'm wild as fuck, and I'm go back to my life.
But that's the cool thing for people too. It's like it's this escape or this like alternate reality or alternate lifestyle where they can really leave their kids and their wife and their serious job at home, and they can go out and dress like a freaking unicorn and run around,
That's cool, man.
In their underwear, or less.
It's arguable that it's absolutely necessary for some people. I didn't really, that wasn't really on my radar until I moved to Hawaii and I met like school teachers that, it was like offering me like mushroom tea. And I'm like, what? But when you think about what they deal with on a regular basis.
It's like the radio host that offers you other kinds of tea.
Yeah.
That's where I got it from.
Yeah. How dare they?
But when you consider what they deal with on a regular basis, they need that release.
Yeah.
Badass kids and,
Don't worry about that gear with
the bureaucracy of education and shit like that, and just the stress they deal with.
Just do it.
They need to just release on a regular basis, where some people have to wait until they get that vacation.
Right.
And then they can just go buck the fuck wild.
I think for me, it's gotten different because I live that life all year round.
That's what I was about to say.
You know what I mean? A weekend like last weekend where it's just night and day. Got to be somewhere at a party, at an event all night, and then back in the morning and up, and then again this weekend and then the next. And so it's like I live that all year. So for me, it's like, fuck, if I want a vacation, that's not it, And so this year I'm like, you know what?
That's smart. I was just about to say that, yeah. Because it's almost like they're microdosing the lifestyle. A little bit. See what I said there?
Yeah. Not bad.
See, I mean, you know what I mean? Because
channeling his inner hippie.
Yeah, well, I got a couple in my life. But when you live this all the time, and when you're out and about, and it's whatever time it was, we were at Terrace last weekend. I
think I saw you well after the sun came up, stomping on the dance floor.
We did not leave the dance floor the whole time. I was complaining about it the next day. I was sore. Shit.
DJ Dan did his damn job.
That's the weather, man. That's the weather, man. But yeah, so this is what we do. So that makes sense. You may take a little break, take a day,
Yeah.
Oh, he was the executive producer.
I noticed that about 3 or 4 years ago, when I first started doing, whatever amount of years ago, that I started doing festivals, that I found myself looking to balance all the noise out with some quiet, just having that duality where I can go where it's noisy and I can bounce and go where it's quiet and I can sleep and
you just see his tenant game.
You kind of get that at Burning Man, but I mean, even in the streets, even in the quiet areas, you'll still get the art cars driving around bumping music, or that asshole in the morning at 7 a.m. on the megaphone going, "Wake up, everybody, because I'm high as fuck,"
Yeah.
But actually, I went to a festival a couple years back called Northern Nights, which is it's like the Humboldt-Mendo border, Northern California. And musically, it was not my jam. I mean, it was all kinds of bass and trap and a little bit of house and tech, but programming wise, not cool at all. But the really cool thing about it was because of the location and the neighbors and all that, at midnight, the main stage is shut down. And from midnight till 4 or so, they had like a silent disco. And then they had like a small little like stage in a foresty area that was just like comedians and maybe like an acoustic guitarist or like a burlesque show. But like pretty much after midnight, it was completely quiet. And I loved it.
Yeah.
Like, it was the coolest thing ever. I mean, you would think you go to a music festival and you just want it like this the whole time, but I actually really liked that dynamic of it. It was really cool. So.
Yeah, that balance really makes a big difference, especially when you live a life of noise.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, even when I'm not playing, I'm still surrounded by noise, whether it be supporting or going through music, and you know.
It's constant.
Yeah,
Never
it is
stops.
constant.
Always.
Yeah, but that's good shit. Looking forward to the summer.
Me too.
And if you haven't been, be sure to check out Terrace After Hours.
Yeah.
Real quick plug, it's online for social at Terrace After Hours for Facebook and Instagram. You can always keep up on our stuff there, terraceafterhours.com on the web.
Yep. And that's the same IG and all that?
Facebook and Instagram at Terrace After Hours, correct.
I'm trying to get into the IG thing, man. I'm on the slow boat.
We're considering the
Yeah, IG thing.
I'm working hard. I am trying, you know. But
Excuse me. Okay, I'm not gonna say what I was about to say. I was about to call you somebody, but I'm not doing that. I'm being nice today. It's the new improve me.
there it is.
Monkey business. Hold my tongue.
They go to sleep.
you should probably end it before that kicks in.
Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to do. But he wanted to chime in. I'm like, okay,
No,
really?
okay. Yeah.
And so besides Terrace After Hours, be sure to check out the nights that I mentioned earlier. And one thing I left out about DCR is that's Tuesday through Saturday. So I'm left out, you know, tomorrow with Ikaika, Thursday with Lenny Alfonso,
Low down.
Friday with Unfiltered Soul, and Saturday that's
Uncle Ben.
Saturday Night Vibe with Douglas Gibbs.
Yes.
Got me. Got him. And
15th.
And that's right, the 15th. Actually, you know what? That's gonna be private.
Sorry.
Yep, that's gonna be private. But you'll be able to see it online now. Or you may get an invite. Either way.
Maybe, probably not.
Either way, details will come later.
Probably not.
And if you haven't already, we can appreciate your support. Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
Like the pages, you know, the other side of Vegas. You know what it is. Appreciate your time. And thank you, sir.
Thank you.
For
We'll see
coming
you
through.
Saturday.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yep.
Until next time, no peace without unity. One.
Peace. You know what we need to start doing? Yeah, I know we're still